One really cool technique for tie-dyeing, especially for these cold months, is using snow or ice as a resist for your dyeing. For that, you need kind of not complicated but different setup. So you need a strainer or something with holes that will let the dye pass, and you need a bucket from which the strainer will hang and be suspended in such a way that the bottom of the strainer will not touch the bottom of the bucket. So you'll start by getting your fabric wet as before, and you'll soak it into your dye activator solution again for the 5 to 10 minutes. Once it's fully soaked, you want to wring it and place it in the bottom of the strainer. When you're placing it in the bottom of the strainer, you want to make sure you scrunch it and you just put it in the way that you want it to receive the dyes. Because what's going to happen next is that you're going to be placing your ice or your snow, if you happen to live in a place that you have fresh snow available, on top of your fabric, and then pour the dyes on top of the snow or ice. As the snow will melt, the dyes will reach the fabric at different rates, and you'll create these very cool moldy effect with the different colors. But the creases or pleats that you do when placing your fabric in the strainer will also affect that. So take that in consideration and maybe not put it squeezed out in a bottle if you don't want that. So I'm going to display my fabric nice and neatly, making sure that the pleats are somehow all even. And now I'm going to pour my ice right on top of it, and you want to make sure that your ice or snow really covers the fabric. This is a slow technique and a snow technique, so you might want to make sure that you have plenty of ice, so it really takes time for the ice to melt before the dyes reach to it. I chose 3 colors that I'm going to show you in a second: a purple, a black, and a pink. Once again, you want to make sure that you test out your colors and the ways that they interact together before you test it on your fabric, so you're happy with the results in the end. After you test the colors, you're going to start by pouring the dyes directly onto the ice. You could do this with only one dye, but I find it that it's pretty cool to do it with many, as the fabric in the end will just have many colors all combining together. Okay, so I think this is enough. All my ice got in contact with dye, and now we'll just need to wait until the ice melts to see our result. Our snow or ice dyeing has been here for probably 20 minutes, so it's about time to remove the ice and see the final result. So I'm just going to scoop the ice out of my strainer. And I'm noticing that most of the ice is clear. That means that all the dye went through it and got to the fabric. Okay. Some ice got stuck to the fabric. And this is a final result, and you see how the colors reach different parts of the fabric and kind of connected and mixed together. And if you let it stay for longer, all the white parts would even disappear and become just whiter. Now you just need to wrap it in plastic bag and also let it cure for 4 or 24 hours. After that, rinse and use as you wanted. And this is how you can do some tie-dyeing using snow or ice as a resist.